Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
My name is Jörgir. These insects understand the honor of hunters better than you ever will, trickster. They help me to eliminate my prey beneath the Shadowlands. Prey that you hoped I would never find. And that's why I helped them find your home.
You did what? I will make you suffer torments so vile, the hells themselves will shudder to see them. And whatever torments I invent for Jörgir, I will perfect in the centuries I spend toying with your soul.
If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you.
Si vous me tuez, vous ne mettrez jamais la main sur la couronne.
Wrong. I might have to wait another 100 years, maybe 1,000. But my time will come. Your time is over, little mouse. Now, down comes the claw.
Lives, oh mortal lives, expire. Souls go to their dooms in flame forevermore.
Go for the eyes, Boo! End them!
Hell, hell, hell has roared. Hell, hell. Effect in the cause, curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, squirm, for now down here come the claws.
Lives, oh mortal lives, expire. Souls go to their dooms in flame forevermore.
Fools, fools, how hard you have fought. Brave, brave, but it's all been for naught. True souls that couldn't be bought. Doomed, detected, and caught. No more deals, it's over. The final act of doom. No more grace, it's over. This house of hope. Consumed.
utilise les piliers pour se régénérer.
Detected and
Cry about it.
I must hit you very hard.
Preposterous that any of us are alive. Maybe we're not. Pinch yourself and check we're not dreaming the last of our lives as we die screaming.
Aussi incroyable que ça puisse paraître, nous avons réussi à vaincre Raphaël.
That is incredible. We're incredible. We're spectacular. What a wonderful, jubilant, glorious day. But my poor sister, Corilla. It is not right that she died. And that makes me want to weep an ocean.
Je ne crois pas qu'on aurait pu la sauver.
When we were children, she always kept the last piece of pastry for me and bloodied the nose of the bullies who pulled my hair. She was my sister. But as a wise woman once said, there's no point in crying over spilt blood. We must go on. And despite all the years I've lost, I have enough love in my heart to guide you home.
For the first time since you heard her voice, hope seems calm, and the peace flows from her into you. soothing your very soul.
Vous devriez venir avec moi.
And go where? I don't think I quite know how to be anywhere else but here anymore. With a lick of paint and a thorough cleaning, this could be a lovely little house. And I can hardly leave. After all, who would ever want to think of hell without hope? I hope I'll see Corilla again one day, and that she'll say sorry, and I'll tell her she's forgiven. I hope I find all the pieces of my mind that fell out of my head over all those years, and that I'll be able to put myself back together again. I hope the echoes of pain will fade, and memories of sorrow will die, and that you'll visit me here someday. And I hope you have a happy ending of your own.
You fought well. We could use such strength in the Blood War.
You did us a favor, Yurgir, so I'm going to let that slide.
Now I'm free of Raphael's blasted contract. I can return to the front lines.
J'ai moi-même ma propre bataille à rejoindre, à la porte de Baldur.
Whoever your enemies are, they have good reason to fear you. And I'll gladly lend you my skills against them when the time comes. Until then, good luck to you, little rabbit. You're a finer hunter than any wolf.
The hammer is ours. The devil is snuffed out. Our power is undeniable.
Voss s'est réfugié dans les égouts. Il nous attend là-bas.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. When we next enter the astral prism, we will break Orpheus free. With the Prince of the Comet at our sides, we can end the grand design and restore the throne to Gith's heir. To the Undercity. Voss deserves to know the hammer is ours.
So you wormed your way into the Devil's Lair, risked mind, limb, and freedom, all to steal the Orphic hammer. I hope your ambitions end there. I have already told you that the Githyanki Prince only wants to see you dead. But it seems you still do not trust me.
Open the prism. I trust Gith's heir over a wretched geich.
No. His domination is what keeps you free. You know this already. Still, you would test our alliance. You are falling into the same trap as the Chosen. Their distrust of one another is their undoing. We must not make the same mistake. We must work together.
Dans tous les cas, Orpheus mérite de retrouver la liberté.
And what then? When he wakens from his incarceration, what do you think he will make of you? The one who bears the spawn his very nature bends him to revile? And even if you survived him, what of the Elder Brain? Without the protection I leverage for you, you would be enthralled in an instant.
Je reconnais que vous n'avez pas tort.
You may think yourself ingenious for having slain a devil, but you have merely ironed out a wrinkle. The Elder Brain will not be such an easy foe. It is time we resume our journey to find it.
Careful, soldier. I'm burning really hot. Had a nice break in the hells. Now that we're back, my engine's in overdrive again. Let's move. A trot will take my mind off being barbecued alive.
Trips to the hells are usually one way, especially when the traveler causes the kind of trouble you did. I knew you were a thief, didn't realize you were a killer. Raphael's death is already causing quite a stir across the hells. It's a rare thing for a mortal to slay a devil of his stature. In all the excitement, I hope you didn't forget our bargain. Do you have the gauntlets?
Bien sûr.
Hand them over, and our deal is done.
Ils sont à vous.
Thank you very much. Your coin is always welcome here. And so are you, Devil Slayer.
Allons voir Voss pour lui annoncer la nouvelle.
Slain! Joy! Freedom! Close. Help me! Help you! Reciprocation! Watchers! Ignore you! Foundry. Neutralized. Witnesses eliminated. You walk free. You won. Task. Kill Orin. Kill Orin. Kill Orin. Kill Orin.
You've come. We await your good word.
Come closer. Tell me what you see.
His voice carries the weight of untold centuries, and his ridges are scarred with uncounted battles. This is no dragonborn. This is a red dragon, the very same who carried Voss near the Gith crash.
Burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Je te reconnais, Dragon Rouge. Voss te chevauchait non loin de la crèche Ilek.
It is so. Call me Kudenos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith. And I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her.
Un dragon rouge rebelle? Vous êtes nombreux?
More than I could count. We were pacted by the archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the Lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus, just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet. Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar. Even with Prince Orpheus to guide us, we are too small.
Have you brought the Orphic hammer?
Oui, j'ai le marteau.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we'll let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Je peux dire ou faire quoi que ce soit pour vous convaincre?
No, there is not. When I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought.
Entrer à l'intérieur du prisme astral s'annonce compliqué.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the Grand Design.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Lae'zel gave a thorough description. You can't think of more you would add.
Qu'est-ce qui rend les épées d'argent si spéciales?
A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare. The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Geich.
Cette épée pourra-t-elle suffire à libérer Orpheus?
Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free.
Spell of adventure in the very heart of the city.
The city's lower intestine,
Tiens, mais
perhaps?
c'est le chasseur de monstres.
Better yet,
My children. My sweet ones. What have they done to you?
I'm hungry, Father. I'm so hungry.
It hurts, Father. The hunger. It never stops.
Please, do you know of anything that can be done?
Laissez-les donc se nourrir d'animaux. C'est ce qu'il y a de mieux à faire.
I've been fighting it, but I think you're right. Better that than they start feeding off humans.
At least I'm not alone. I could not have borne that eternity.
Ready to do some business?
J'ai trouvé le contrat que tu as signé avec Raphaël, Moll. Tu le veux?
Give me that! Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief.
C'est comme ça que tu as survécu dans les terres d'ombre, grâce à un marché conclu avec Raphaël?
So what if it is? Choosing the right allies is just common sense. You wouldn't have made it this far on your own. Big Raph doesn't own me. He's just giving me the tools to keep myself alive and to take what I want. As for what that is, well, you didn't think I planned to stop at running the Fetcher's brats, did you?
J'espère que tu ne finiras pas par le regretter, Moll.
Come find me when I'm running this whole guild, and see how easily the gold wipes away any regrets I do have.
Il n'y aura plus de guilde si la cité tombe. Est-ce que je pourrais compter sur toi quand le combat commencera?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Baldur's Gate is home now, and the brats are my family. Nobody messes with my family.
Bon, je pense qu'il est temps d'entrer.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
Auril la Rouge contrôle un syndicat de tueurs. Peut-être que vous l'avez énervé?
Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. And just as then, he has more than one chosen to manifest his gruesome plot. He has Orin, and he has you.
C'est une accusation scandaleuse.
Not an accusation, an observation based on a thorough knowledge of your kind. And I note that your retort was not a denial. Am I mistaken?
Non, c'est vrai. Mais je rejette l'influence de Bol.
I see that. You have at least a measure of self-control. But Baal's inheritance is not shrugged off so easily. The heart of a Baal spawn is a flipped coin that lands on its edge. Yours is a family set on self-slaughter. When there are two or more, they will destroy one another until a single heir to the throne of blood remains. In times gone by, there was an errant-hearted Baal spawn who stood against his foul father and brother, Saravok. Optimist that I am, I hope you are of similar heroic vintage.
Je l'espère moi aussi. Je pense pouvoir être le héros dont la cité a besoin.
I believe you will be. And I'd like to help the only way I know how, with a guidebook. This one did not flow from my quill, but from that of the wizard Irenicus. It is a study of the Slayer and may give you a much-needed edge when you face Baal's chosen.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce ravageur?
The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it.
Parlez-moi d'Irenicus.
A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate.
J'ai déjà tué 2 élus, alors un de plus ou de moins.
I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Si je me souviens bien de la lettre d'Aurine, je vais devoir me soumettre au jugement du tribunal du meurtre avant d'être autorisé à retourner au temple de Baal. La lettre indiquait ce bâtiment.
Door has red text on it reading, "All are weighted, all are embraced, none shall escape."
Sicarius.
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone.
Je n'ai pas hésité à tuer pour comparaître devant vous. Et pour preuve, je vous apporte la main de ma victime.
A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the Dread Lord's trial.
J'ai bien fait de garder les mains des victimes de Dolor.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But these are not aspirants. You have brought traitors of Baal into our midst.